man, that's the only thing I can say to this humidity.
It's not the greatest.
I know, exactly. But it looked like yesterday the runners at the Beach to Beacon braved it very well to have a great day.
Yeah, they did. That was a good news. We were talking about people. They like the rain because the rain actually, when rain falls, it actually just brings down cooler air just because of action of falling down. So it actually helped them in that path of doing that. It helped out.
Well, that's good. At least there was a bright side with that.
Yeah, it was funny. We were saying, like, oh, it's going to actually start to look a little bit better here. And they're like, no, they don't want the sunshine. They would like the cooler and rainier kind of weather. Doesn't help in running necessarily in the sense of traction, but it helps in a lot of other ways. So, hey, good and bad with everything. Good morning, everybody. We currently have rain out there once again, a lot calmer than it was yesterday, though, already. Just some showers outside at this point, and that's generally what we're looking at right now. You can see over, though, coming from New Hampshire, there's a few lightning bolts making their way in right now, and we're going to start to, or continue to see that here as we go through the rest of your morning, is just generally more of these are going to kind of continue through your morning, picking up here as some energy starts to make its way across the state. And as we go through the rest of your day, I mean, that's the same story. We're going to have showers and some thunderstorms moving through the area. This morning is going to be a bit more, just some showers, still with those storms moving through. But as we head into your afternoon, some sunshine is going to start to peak out there as well. Those temperatures start to warm up into the mid 80s. That's going to give us more instability with all of this, which is going to help us get more of those thunderstorms. Today, the big thing we're really going to be watching for is going to be some heavier downpours within there that could cause ponding on the roads and some minor flooding issues. So be aware of that for your day. But also, you could see some gusting and damaging winds out there as well. Like I said, a bit more scattered for the second half of your day there. These continue along through as we progress through your afternoon and into your evening. By about midnight, these should all really wrap up, and then we can move along for your Sunday. Tomorrow, everything really starts to ramp up even more, which is why the SPC, the Storm Prediction Center, has issued a severe weather risk for our area. Depends where you are. The farther north you are, the less chance you have. And then if you're in southern portions of the state, that includes Cumberland and York County in entirety, that's going to be 2 out of 5 risk. Places like Bangor and Augusta and Bar Harbor at a 1 out of 5 risk, and then most of the state actually not in any risk at all. But that doesn't mean you still can't have a storm in your area. Let's talk about Monday and the concerns there. Monday starts off with actually a lot of sunshine, so it's going to look pretty nice in that regard. The mountains, you could have a couple, well, some clouds, but also a couple little showers popping into your forecast. Overall, should be a great start to the morning, but that's going to allow everything to really start to heat up for your day tomorrow. And then as we get into the second half of your day, the afternoon, the evening, and really starting to go overnight a bit more as well, you're going to see some storms starting to move through as a cold front pushes through the area with a trough. That's just going to give us some storms starting to move through the area. We're going to have some heavy rains in here as well, but it's not looking quite as heavy for the most part as we're going to have from what we had today, what we had yesterday. Damaging winds are going to be one of the big ones with this, and also freezing levels are lowering a bit more, so you could have some hail in this as well. So that's also a possibility as this continues to roll through on Monday, wrapping up by early Tuesday morning. So as you're stepping out Tuesday, we should be done with the rain. A lot of us looking at about 1.5 inches of rain or up to 1.5 inches, but if any of those slower storms sit over top of you, you could see even more than that potentially. Rain forecast, seas are at 2 to 3 feet for your day today. Winds out of the southwest at 5 knots, and that water temperature is 67 degrees. So still technically cold, but it's still going to be pretty warm for the next couple of days as far as your temperatures are concerned for the air. Mid 80s for us, but you're going to feel warmer because of that humidity. Here's the good thing after all this comes through. That's coming through the cold front on Monday. That's going to really knock down our temperatures. So those high temperatures going into the mid 70s here for the next several days, but it's really going to lower your humidity a bit more here as well. So everything's going to start to feel a lot nicer in that regard too. So a massive difference. Otherwise, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, more sunshine. And if you live farther inland, it's going to be great because that system we were talking about how it's moving through, it's looking like the coastline's actually going to be the one getting a chance for some rain out of this, and you'll also have a chance for some more clouds out of this one as well if you live close to the coastline. So farther inland, more sun, less chance of showers. Towards the coastline, you get a little bit more in the way of some clouds and a couple showers. But hey, overall, I mean, we have some rain, some storms, so be prepared for all that. But otherwise, the forecast, not too bad, and we're getting rid of the humidity soon, Leanne.
Oh, thank goodness. But rain is still very much needed, so
Yes.
we appreciate that in that aspect.
Exactly.